All the YouTube downloads are just to see John.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's a cute name. Did you come up
John?
with? No. Well, yeah, John.
Oh. Welcome, everybody, to episode 157 of Disney with the Ducks. Tonight, you've got me, John Krull, and I'm joined by my friend Lonnie.
Hey, everybody.
And my friend Jody.
Hi, friends.
And we're here tonight to talk about some fun Disney stuff. But first, before that, we want to ask everyone to go out and give us a 5-star review on wherever you get your podcasts, whether that's Apple or the other places that have podcasts, any of those. So give us a 5-star review that helps other people find us. And then if you want to come over to Disney with the Ducks on Facebook, you could join our group and have some fun discussions around, trips to Disney or movies that are out or really anything, even Disney adjacent.
Very important discussions, like should Jody change her entire dining plan just for a cookie?
Right. Which, maybe, right? You guys should go over to our page and vote. And just tell us, because there's a poll out there, and I think it's close. So, yeah, I'm excited to see the results of that. But another good question.
You leave when for your trip? It's this weekend, right?
Thursday.
Yikes. Right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah. That's wild. So that's going to be a super fun trip.
The trip that is sponsored by the letter C. Cookies, caffeine, and coffee, because she's going to have me running like a mad person. So yeah, it's, Cookie Monster would love this episode because it's sponsored by the letter C.
Well, that's awesome. And I can't wait to talk to you about it when you get back and have our Duck listeners experience what you guys went through too. So that'll be really cool. All right. Speaking of questions, we have a question for each other for tonight to help us get to know each other and help you guys as listeners get to know us a little better. Tonight's question is, what is your favorite type of wine? So, Lonnie, let's kick off with you.
Man, it's so hard. I'm going to go with something like a Chateau de Moscato.
The Moscato?
Yes, Chateau.
This is a bubbly white wine, right?
It is, man. It is.
Okay.
Sweet as well. So you can't go wrong with that, man. I like sweet things. So, hey, I'm going to go with that.
It's because you're so sugar sweet, Lonnie. Yeah, you got to, match it up with your personality.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say.
Huh.
Well, yeah, that's me.
That's interesting. I'm going the opposite direction. I like a really dry wine. So my favorite is like Cabernet Sauvignon. Did I say that right, Jody?
Perfect.
Yes. I always get worried when I'm ordering in a restaurant because I'm like ordering any type of wine. I'm like, I'm definitely not going to say this right. And then the waiter's going to make fun of me. But usually they don't. Okay, but that's my favorite because I like a dry red wine. I don't know what it is. I have a sweet tooth for a lot of things, but wine is not one of them. So I only really on New Year's Eve do I drink like a bubbly Moscato or something. So yeah, that's mine. But okay, Jody, I saved you for last because I know your answer is probably going to be the most thought out and have some rationale behind it. So what do you got?
I'm a seasonal drinker. In the wintertime, I love red wine. And my favorite is a Zinfandel, not white Zinfandel, not the pink stuff that you had in the box in college that had the spout. Not that. Zinfandel. It's an actual grape. It's a red wine. That's my favorite. And then in the summertime, though, we tend to drink more Sauvignon Blancs or Chardonnays, tend to drink a little more white wine because it's hot and sticky in Cincinnati in the summer, and you don't want a big, huge red wine. So we tend to drink a little seasonally. But I'm always up for learning about new wines and new varietals. And that's why I like going to Wine Bar George, because there's a zillion different things there, too. So pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've never been to Wine Bar George yet, and I really want to go, but I'm always there with my kids for the most part, so that's tough. You don't want Crosby climbing around on tables and throwing bottles at people.
I'll pay to see that.
Literal bull in a china shop type of thing.
Yeah, that's why I want to see it. Please bring it on.
Oh man. I am surprised nobody picked the Boone's Farm. That's Strawberry Hill, like
Mm,
that's the good stuff.
mm.
Man, but
That's
nobody picked it.
too fancy for my taste.
Yeah,
That's
that's true.
back in the day with Bartles and James.
Oh boy. All right. So we asked about wine because tonight we are going to talk about the Wine and Garden Festival, or better known, I guess, as the Flower and Garden Festival. But they have a lot of really cool food booths with drinks and food items that you can sample throughout EPCOT, all around the World Showcase. And that is coming up here pretty soon. So, what we wanted to do today was talk about our favorite part of festivals, which is the food. So, today, Jody has a really cool game designed for us to well, Jody, why don't you just tell us about what we're going to be playing?
Well, maybe we'll see if it's a really cool game. I don't know. We're gonna try this. So I made a spin the wheel type of thing, and I put all the names of the food booths in there. And then we're gonna spin the wheel, which I wish I could actually show you, but I don't know how to do that. So I'm gonna be perfectly honest. You're gonna just have to trust me that I'm spinning the wheel, and then I'm gonna say, John, you're picking for Lonnie what he has to eat, and we're gonna spin the wheel, and it's gonna land on whatever booth, and then John has to pick the food items that Lonnie has to eat. As a little side note, we do know that there are some food restraints in our group, that we have some allergies and some things that people cannot eat, but we're throwing those all out the window tonight just to make it easy. So you may hear that John is eating a loaf of bread. That's not normal and that won't happen in real life, but just go with it tonight. No one's going to die because this is all
Yeah.
pretend. So
Yeah, and for me, it helps me fantasize about eating a nice big loaf of bread. So, you know, I'm all for it.
a baguette.
But for people who do have food allergies, though, it's Disney usually does a really good job at the festivals of marking in the booklet what allergens may be included in different items. But also, if you get up to the booth, they're more than happy to call the chef and ask for you. So just if you have food allergies, I wouldn't say it's as good as the protocols they have in the actual restaurants, but for being a standalone booth out there, they do a really good job with it. So just a side note on that for anybody who has food allergies out there. All
Great.
right. All right,
Okay,
Jody.
so I'm gonna spin, and which one of you want to go first to pick for the other person?
I'll do it.
Okay, so John, you're gonna pick for Lonnie first. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm spinning the wheel, do-do-do-do-do-do, and it's landing on. Oh, that's a really good spin. It's landing on Lan Yuan. I'm probably butchering that name.
What's
I'm
the
so
first letter?
It's
L.
yeah,
Lan. Oh.
Lyuan.
Lan Wan? Is that it?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. All right. So this place for their food items, they've got a house-made cheesy crab wonton, satay beef bao bun, filled with pan-fried beef, onion, and jalapeno, or a pan-fried vegetable dumpling filled with bok choy, carrot, mushrooms, ginger, garlic, and sesame.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna go with the beef bao bun for Lonnie from the food section. And then from the beverages, I'm going to go with the Frozen Lucky Peach. No, I'm sorry. Scratch that. I'm going to go with the Tropical Moon, which is vodka, triple sec, passion fruit syrup, sparkling water, and white boba pearls. So that's what I'm going with for Lonnie. Satay beef bao bun and a Tropical Moon drink. Lonnie,
How
what
do
are your
you
thoughts?
Man, that's some solid selections, man. I actually, I was like, I hope he chooses the Tropical Moon for me, right? Because that did look really good. At first, I was like, the bao buns. I prefer the cheesy crab wontons, which looks really good. It's filled with cream cheese in imitation crab stick. But then when you look at the beef baos, I mean, it has what jalapeno, has sautéed peanut sauce, pan fried beef. That actually looks pretty good too. So I don't think you can go wrong with any of those, right? So I would gladly eat those.
And
Yeah.
there's a new item this year, so there you go.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, the
nice.
beef bao bun is
Yeah.
new, right? So it's a good opportunity to try something new.
And I love bao buns. That's one thing I really, in this fantasy of mine, I would eat the beef bao bun for sure.
All right. So John, do you want to pick for me now, or should we keep going around the?
Let's keep going around.
Okay. All right. So I think I just did this right and had hide choice. So hopefully that won't come up again. If I did my spinner wheel correct. So I'm gonna spin. So now Lonnie is gonna pick for me. Is that where
Yes.
we're going? Okay.
Sure.
All right, Lonnie. I'm spinning. Do-do-do-do-do. This is so exciting. And the spin lands on. Come on, be something good. The spin lands on. Oh, Northern Bloom. All right.
All right, I'm going to hook you up.
Okay. I
So
appreciate
at
it.
Northern Bloom, I'm going to start with the beef tenderloin tips with mushroom bordelaise sauce, with whipped potatoes and garden vegetables, right? But then I'm going to actually get you, I know you like, it's not Gideon's, but the chocolate maple whiskey cake, I'm going to get you that too, because I know you like sweets. And we are going to call it a wrap and get you the Florida Orange Groves Winery Sparkling Blackberry Wine. You know you like wine. It's not going to be as good as the wine you usually get, but hey, you might like it. So those are the choices I'll get for you. Just a little extra with the whiskey cake. What do you think?
Listen, you could do no wrong with the food choices in Northern Bloom. Between the
Yeah.
scallops and the beef tenderloin and the chocolate maple whiskey cake. I mean, chocolate is my love language. We all know that. So I love a good beef tenderloin, and scallops are delicious. So any of those three, I'm going to be happy. So good choice. I don't know how I'm going to feel about the wine, but I'm going to give it a shot. Why not? It's something different. I may have probably tried the Hazy State Session IPA, although I may not have been able to walk afterwards because I bet you the alcohol content is pretty high in that. But it's okay. Lonnie. I'm going to give that wine a try. Why not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
Jody.
sure it comes in a box. It's probably box wine, but hey,
It's Florida Orange Groves Winery, so maybe they, it's from the backyard of EPCOT. Who knows?
could be, but it's in a box regardless.
Oh my. No, this is my favorite of the food booths. Have you had both of those scallops and beef tenderloin tips before?
I've had the beef tenderloin, but not the scallops.
The
I've had
scallops are pretty good too.
I'm all for
You
it.
know, it's just me, and it's hard, right? And I know I am, but it's hard for me to get seafood from a food booth. And I understand it's just one of those things. Like I know they have the oysters, and they had them last year, and they brought them back this year, and I'm just like, I don't know. Growing up in Louisiana, I don't know what it is. It's just now. Don't get me wrong. Now in Louisiana, I'll roll up on a cart somewhere and get some seafood, but just something about doing it in Epcot, it's just a little different for me.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
I mean, I've always got it. They have shrimp stuff there every year and lobster
Yes.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I've always gotten it from there and I've never even thought about it. But
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Like, I mean, if I'm out in the middle of downtown Detroit and I see food trucks, I'm probably not going to get oysters from it. But, sometimes you're hungry and you got to do what you got to do.
I mean, them scallops came from the backside of water. Let's be honest. they grabbed the bad boys out of Big Thunder.
Oh, my.
The water.
Also, that beer you chose, Collective Arts, that is a place in Ontario, Canada. It's not too far from my house.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah.
Love
So
it.
that's pretty cool.
Okay. So now is it my turn to pick for John?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to spin this wheel. Come on, spinny wheel. And it's landing on Florida Fresh.
Ooh.
Florida Fresh. Let me pull up the menu. Give me just a moment, please, friends, while I scroll up on my laptop to find Florida Fresh. Oh, I did not realize I was going the wrong direction. Okay, Florida Fresh. Oh, we've got some interesting choices here. We've got conch fritters. We have a cubano sandwich, which again, we're going to pretend that that John's allowed to eat. We've got a Florida strawberry shortcake with vanilla pound cake. I think I'm going to go with conch fritters because they seem different. And John just told us that he's cool with eating some seafood items from a food booth. So we're gonna try that. As for the beverage, okay. I don't know what these things are. Okay, so there's a non-alcoholic watermelon slush. We know he's got too many kids. He needs the alcohol. So there's a brewery, something melon for
Omegang?
watermelon Kolsch. I don't, what is that, a beer?
A Kolsch is it's like a German beer,
Okay.
like a lighter beer.
All right. Then an Orange Blossom Brewing Company Papaya Pilsner. Ooh, that's a mouthful. A Southern Tier Brewing Company Strawberry Shortcake Imperial Ale. Ginger, cucumber, watermelon slushy with gin or a beer flight. We're gonna go. Oh, John, I think I remember you telling me you like gin. I hope that's right. So we're gonna go with the cucumber watermelon slushy. How'd I do there?
Really good.
Okay.
So, okay, we'll start with the beverage. I definitely would go with cucumber watermelon is one of my favorite flavor combinations. And watermelon gin is one of my favorite like summer drinks. So,
Yay!
yeah, I love like when you cut a watermelon, I save that juice that comes out.
Back in my brain cells, I remembered all that
Yeah,
information, and I just pulled it out for this
that's
occasion.
amazing.
I
But
know.
yeah, no, I love to take like after you cut a watermelon, save that juice that's on the cutting board, pour it in a glass, and then mix that with gin. It's the best cocktail you can ever imagine in the summer.
There we
Um,
go.
but I do the food. So and when I first read this list, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the pork belly. But then after you said the conch fritters, I'm like, I love like key lime flavor, and aioli is always like good on stuff. And I've never had a conch fritter, but
They're good.
I bet they would be. So I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, I think you did an amazing job.
All right.
Nice.
Awesome. That
All
was
right.
fun.
So now should we go the other direction?
Sure.
Because that way we each pick for
The other,
each
yeah.
other.
Yep.
So now I'll pick for Jody,
Okay.
and then
All right.
Jody will pick for Lonnie on the line.
Great. Here we go. I'm going to spin this wheel. Do-do-do-do-do. Here we go. And the wheel is spinning. I really wish you guys could see this. I made a pretty cool wheel. Okay. Brunch cut. Sorry. I had to wait till this. Brunch cut is the choice.
Okay. Let's see. Brunch cat.
This should,
I'm picking for Jody. Okay.
Yeah.
So they've got some avocado toast with marinated tomatoes and plant-based cheese crumbles on toasted ciabatta. They've got some shrimp and grits, blackened shrimp and cheddar cheese grits with brown gravy and sweet corn salsa. They've got biscuits and gravy featuring impossible sausage with pepper jelly. And they've got fried cinnamon roll bites with cream cheese. Gosh, this is...
and I'm going to make it hard for you. I had some of these items last year.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to go with the avocado toast.
That's a good choice.
Let's see. Drink. Okay, so they have a fruit cereal shake, vanilla soft serve, and fruit flavored breakfast cereal. They've got a Three Daughters Brewing coffee blonde ale, and they've got a peach Bellini, sparkling wine, and peach puree. All right. I'm torn between two. I'm going to strike out the fruit cereal shake right now off the bat, because I know you don't like sugary cereals and stuff. So that one's out. Now this is where I'm torn, because I think you like coffee because of the coffee stuff that you like. So there's that, and then the peach Bellini. You like the wine, and I don't know who doesn't like peach puree and sparkling wine. Oh, I'm gonna go with the Three Daughters Brewing coffee blonde ale.
Good choice.
I guess if you're watching on YouTube, you know why I lean that way. Okay. So, I mean, I understand why you like that because it's coffee and it's probably delicious, right?
Right. I don't like peaches, really.
Oh,
They're fine, but they're not my favorite. So I would
wow.
just want the sparkling wine without the peach puree.
Okay, fair. Have you ever had a grilled peach with ice cream?
I have, yeah. They're
So good.
peaches are. It's a texture thing for me. I'm weird about it, but anyway, the food items you could have picked any of those, and I would have been really happy with them. I love avocado toast. I love shrimp and grits. I actually made shrimp and grits the other night, and I sent a picture to Lonnie and Jean. I was pretty proud of myself. I like biscuits and gravy. I eat Impossible all the time, so I would be down with it with Impossible sausage. And I had the kids had the fried cinnamon bites last year, so I had some of that. And I think I had the avocado toast last year. So any of the food I'd be completely down with. But you're right. I do not that fruit cereal shake, not for me. I do not like fruity or I do not like sugary cereals. So good point.
I'm going to tell you the one thing that was making me hesitant about the avocado toast is I don't know how you feel about plant-based cheeses because I think they're disgusting. But Who knows?
I think I would eat it still.
Yeah, fair.
I'm
But
gonna tell
yeah,
you,
all the food there
fried
looks really
cinnamon
good.
roll bites with cream cheese frosting and candied bacon. That sounds really good.
It does.
They
sound
were
really
very
good.
good.
Oh,
You know,
They
bacon
were.
is the candy of meats.
it is.
They were
Bacon's so
delicious.
delicious.
Bacon makes everything better.
It
They
really
were
does.
almost, if I remember correctly, they were, do you guys get like the Auntie Anne's pretzel bites, the little bites that come in the, have you ever had those? Anyway, they were good. If memory's serving me correctly, they were quite delicious last year. So good job, John.
Awesome. I know.
You guys both did a great job.
I'm pretty sad.
I would pick any of the things you picked. So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, to be fair, all the items on these menus look really good so far. So makes it easy. All right. So Jody, now you're going to pick for Lonnie, right?
Okay. Yep. I'm going to spin this wheel. Here we go. Spinning the wheel. Do-do-do-do-do. And it is landing on, it's funnel cake, which I think is just a funnel cake. So
Maybe we should. All right, Lonnie, you get the funnel cake and
yeah,
respin.
let's just make sure. Is the funnel cake anything besides a funnel cake?
No, it's that stand right outside of the America, or like in the
it's a
America.
peaches and cream funnel cake with powdered sugar, vanilla ice cream, peaches, whipped cream, cobbler crumb, and cinnamon bourbon caramel sauce.
Oh,
how do you feel about that, Lonnie? It's the only thing there.
I mean, look, I like peaches and herb. so
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, that's not really fair though, because that's just one item there. So we're gonna
I think you need to go again.
That was your bonus item, Lonnie, because you get 2. So that was your special.
So spin it again. Let's make it happen.
Okay. I think this one's also another single one. Refreshment Outpost. Is that one, or does it have multiple things? Anyone?
Which one?
Refreshment Outpost.
It's only one thing too. Well, it's one food item and then 3 beverages.
Yeah, that's not like a food booth.
Yeah, they have a Jamaican beef patty and a seasonal fruit parfait. What? What's a seasonal?
That does sound good, but
okay, we're gonna spin again, Lonnie. You're just getting extra food.
Man, I'll take it.
I should have probably not put those in there, but I just copied and pasted the whole list. So, yeah. Okay, this one I know. Fleur de lis. I bet you that is the French place, if I am correct.
Yeah, good luck on that one.
Okay, we have the croissant au fromage with the herbs.
I think that's something about cheese.
Yeah, so it's croissant with goat cheese. We have gnocchi. Oh, this is new this year. A gnocchi, which I thought were Italian, but apparently they have them in France, with a canard confit, a sauce romardard with a pulled duck confit, rosemary sauce, and herbs. Okay. We have a warm chocolate hazelnut cake and a caramelized beignet filled with vanilla cream and glazed with caramel fleur de sel. Okay. Ooh, tough choices here. So we've got a croissant with cheese. We've got some gnocchi with some duck. We've got a warm chocolate hazelnut cake or a beignet. I'm going to go with the warm chocolate hazelnut cake because no, that's not.
No. So that's a good choice.
Oh, yes. Okay. I can't see you, so I can't. The reason why I didn't pick the beignet, because you know what a good beignet tastes like, and I just figured that's not good. And I wasn't sure how you'd feel about, I don't know how you feel about duck. So some people like duck and some people don't. So
I mean, we're ducks, so we can't eat ducks.
Yeah,
that's cannibalism.
Exactly. We can't do that.
My God. I'm glad you thought of that before you ate it.
Yeah. Okay. As for beverages, we're getting real Frenchy here on you.
All right, bring me in strong.
Can we call a timeout for a second? I'm glad you, Jody, got this one to read because I can't pronounce any of these words.
Okay. Well,
and I feel like you can.
No, I can't. This is where we need Gene. Gene always does his so we need Gene to pronounce all these, but I'm just going to pretend.
I can speak a little French.
Okay. You should.
Oh, but of course.
Great. We just lost our French listener.
All one of them.
And the Quebecians.
Oh yeah.
Les poissons, hee, ha, ha, ha. See, that's where you don't remember that one, right? Okay, so there's a Kronenberg Blanc, which is a fruity white beer with citrus notes. There's a sparkling cantaloupe melon cocktail, French cantaloupe and honeydew liqueur and sparkling wine. That's interesting.
That sounds really
There's
good.
a glass of Chardonnay. And then there is a frozen slush with vodka, Grey Goose, orange, elderflower liqueur, and white and red cranberry juices. Okay. I don't know. Let's go with the sparkling cantaloupe melon cocktail. I don't know, Lonnie. Which of those four would you go for?
You know, I would go with honestly. I would try that one just to see it, but the one I would really lean toward is the frozen slush.
Oh,
The
that's
vodka Grey Goose. Yes, I've had that one before. It melts really fast, so get it when it's not that hot out, but it is really good.
By the way, the word elderflower comes up quite a bit in these choices. There must have been a sale on elderflower for the Flower and Garden Festival because I feel like that and lavender is in like every other dish. So,
Oh, lavender's in its era right now, I think,
know.
because like did I tell you I've been making a lot of lavender-based drinks lately? Because
Yeah.
Caleb made a mocktail and he wanted lavender in it. So I bought this bottle of lavender and then I've been using it and I make the most amazing lavender-based or lavender drinks with gin and bourbon. So if any of the ducks out there listening want some fun recipes for how to use lavender simple syrup in some delicious drinks, get a
Ask
hold
John.
of this guy. Come over to the ducks page and you reach out to me from there on Facebook.
There you go. He's your lavender knowledge base, bartender over
The
there.
lavender master? I don't know.
So, Lonnie, how did I do there with food and with drink?
I think you did well. You know, the cake actually is the thing that intrigued me the most. So yeah, that's what I would lean to. If I was at that booth, I would definitely get the cake.
And it's a new cake this year, so who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, I got a question about the beignet.
Yes,
Can I
sir.
have one? Because that sounds amazing to me. I don't know how you guys don't pick that.
Well, no, don't get me wrong. Really like I would eat that as well.
Yeah.
Right? So, but the cake is new, right? So I would try something new.
Fair.
And then it's warm chocolate. Oh yeah, warm chocolate.
Warm chocolate on a 90-degree day, though.
Yeah, but then I'll chase that bad boy with that frozen slush.
There you go.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. The sparkling cantaloupe melon cocktail sounds amazing.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Could be good. Who knows? I mean, they always make some interesting choices there. So
yeah, sweet. All right.
Okay. So now Lonnie picks for John, right?
Yes, I'm gonna.
Okay. I just hit the spin button. Let's see what comes up here. And it stopped on La Isle Fresca.
All right, let me look at this. So we have a Jamaican jerk chicken with pigeon pea rice, roasted sweet plantains, and cinnamon butter. That's new.
Those poor pigeons.
Oh, poor thing. I'm sorry, I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't take you guys anywhere.
Then we also have a seafood ceviche. We already talked about that, but it has shrimp, scallops, and fish with citrus, radish. Okay, and we do have a coconut chocolate. I don't know, just a chocolate cake. This also is new, right? So, gosh, decisions. We already know that John will eat seafood in 90 degrees from a cart. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him that seafood ceviche. So he can have shrimp, scallops, and fish with citrus, radish. Go ahead on with your bad self. And for your drink, let's see here. You know what? I already said, man, you're gonna be chasing that ceviche. Let's just chase it with that citrus slushy, right? You have 4 choices. You have the citrus slushy, which is simple lemonade, simply grapefruit, simple syrup, a lot of simple.
Very simple.
They're very simple. We have the Woodchuck Imperial Wild Tropics Hard Cider. Woodchuck chucks, that is. How much chuck would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And then we have the Florida Orange Groves Winery Hurricane Class 5 Tropical Sangria. And we have the citrus slushy with the Simply Lemonade, which I already chose for you. So I'm going to go with the citrus.
Hold on, but the last citrus slushy has alcohol, and the first one does not.
Yeah, there's one with rum and one without rum.
Yeah,
Which one do you think I'm going for, Lonnie?
I'm getting the last one. I want you with the rum.
Okay, good.
So we're going to get that one because that one has Don Q Limon rum.
All right. So, wow. Okay, so for the beverage, that would definitely be my choice. I love lemonade. I love grapefruit, and I like rum and drinks. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I'm gonna ask them to give you 2 shots of rum.
Oh, that would be amazing. Because then I think the tropical sangria, it's just I'll drink sangria, but it's not my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And then the hard cider, I like hard cider. It's fine, but if I have a chance to have that rum drink at the bottom with grapefruit and lemonade, I'm all for that. Yeah. Food items. This one's tough. So let's just start off with I'm getting the chocolate cake for dessert. Like we're gonna treat that separate from the recommendation for the food. Because coconut is one of my favorite flavors.
Did you know that?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Who knew?
It looks awesome. Yeah, so I want that. It's chocolate cake with coconut custard and passion fruit caramel. So or caramel? I don't know. Do we want to have that debate here? Probably not, but I'm gonna say caramel. So yeah, I'm gonna have that. But Lonnie, the ceviche. What is ceviche? It's cold and it's like chopped up, right?
It's normally in a martini glass is how I've before. And
okay,
when I've had it, it's served with like tortilla chips, and the ceviche it's always fresh and delicious.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. So I'm gonna say yes to that. I like that. I love shrimp. It's probably my favorite food. But the Jamaican jerk chicken, they had something I think pretty similar in the past that was really good. And from this stand, everything I've had there has been good. So I would say, yeah, I probably lean towards the ceviche, but the Jamaican jerk chicken sounds amazing too. So
okay, something fun though. Did you guys hear about the Phineas and Ferb topiary?
No.
So I can't remember if it was Phineas or Ferb, but one of them was given a thought idea with his finger pointed up, but from certain angles, it didn't look appropriate. So now he's got a flower bouquet on his hand.
That's funny.
Somebody didn't think that through.
No.
I guess like looking at it straight on, it looked perfectly fine. But
or
from one of the side angles, it kind of looked like maybe he wasn't really happy with the situation, was letting you know about it.
Lonnie, maybe it was really thoroughly thought through though, and that's how it ended up that way.
Yeah, could be. Know? It's the inside things that they put out there. Those Imagineers, man, they're pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, didn't mean to throw you off there, but if there was one booth that we did not have on our spin the wheel, because I just had them randomly listed, if there was one booth that you wanted to go to just yourself, I know I'm throwing this out at you, and I didn't tell you about this ahead of time.
Hanami.
What would it be?
Hanami.
You always want to go there, right?
I love it there. So, okay. So the frushi, it's strawberry, pineapple, and honeydew wrapped in coconut rice and tricolor soy wrap served with coconut cream sauce and toasted coconut. It is one of my favorite things. I mean, that and the sushi donut are my 2 favorite things ever. And it doesn't look like the sushi donut is on the thing this year, which bums me out. But the frushi is so good. So then they've also got a steam bun filled with savory flavored vegetables and plant-based soy meat. So that sounds really good too, because I love like bao buns and like steamed buns and stuff. And that sounds really good with the vegetables and then the plant-based meat. I actually enjoy Impossible meat and stuff like that. So that sounds really good. There's a ramen cup. It's a ramen noodle salad shaken in a cup with fresh vegetables, grilled chicken served with yuzuzu soy vinaigrette and chili oil. That sounds like it would be really good. And then the last one is octopus taco balls. Oh boy. Sorry.
You gotta eat them
I
things.
can't do it.
Eat them balls.
Those little octopus balls.
Eat them balls.
Oh,
Poor
goodness.
They've also
octopus
got
all over the place. The poor octopus.
they also have octopus taco balls.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
I'm glad Jeff's not on this show.
Yeah. Oh boy. They also have an octopus dish that comes with an okonomiyaki sauce. I can't say a lot of the words. With a sauce and then rice pearls. So that sounds good too. I'm not huge on calamari, but I I don't dislike it, but I don't like it. I'll put it that way. But I would still try it.
Yeah.
So
For me, it's easy. It would be the Honey Bistro, hosted by the National Honey Board. I had it last time I went, and that's the chicken and waffle, crispy chicken and honey sweet cornbread waffle with whipped honey butter and spicy honey on top. Love that. And for the drink, because I got the drink as well, it was the honey peach cobbler freeze with blueberry vodka and streusel. That was great as well. So you come in, you go into it, you turn to the right, boom is right there. Go ahead and get some of that honey bistro.
wow.
Yeah,
That
that
chicken and
was good.
waffle
It
sounds
was good
amazing.
last year. The
Mhm.
cauliflower puree thing they had there was really good.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
looks really good too. Oh, nice. Jody,
So
what
we
about
are
you?
we are going to Flower and Garden in May, and
Oh,
so this kind of helped me out a lot as I look at kind of these menus. But I'm definitely, even though I've had the honey bistro, the chicken and waffle before, I'm going to have it again because it's some of the things that even though we have some new things, some things that they're bringing back from the previous years, it's kind of like the norm now, right? So I have my choice: that or octopus balls. I'm gonna go with the chicken and waffles.
solid choice. Though octopus balls are probably delicious.
Mhm.
Jody, what about you? What's one of the booths we didn't talk about that you would really want
Um,
to go?
I would try the Epcot Farmers Feast, and I may do this in just a couple of days. The early bloom menu, which is available March 5th through April 5th, has grilled asparagus with pancetta bacon, spring peas, lettuce, truffle sherry vinaigrette, and soft poached egg. That sounds kind of interesting. Then Jonathan's got a scallop with spring pea risotto, and I love risotto, and I love pea risotto with a lemon beurre blanc and a gremolata, and then a blueberry crumble cake with blueberry lemon zest. And I love blueberries, so I could eat all three of those and be perfectly happy. So
Wow.
I think that's where I'm going to try. Now, Lonnie, when you're there, the menu changed. What day are you going, Lonnie? May
We're
what?
going in May, middle of May,
Before May 3rd or after May 4th?
after May 4th.
All right, so your whole menu is different then. So you've got a
Oh,
tomato mozzarella with sourdough, a grilled beef strip loin with tomato risotto, and a peach cobbler. So your
Hey, I
menu,
do like the peach cobbler though. Let me just
yeah.
tell you.
So
Mhm.
anyway, I think that all of that sounds pretty interesting there. So I think I'd give it a try.
that does
Sweet.
sound really good. All of those things sound good.
Yeah.
Wow. Hmm. All right. Well, that was a really fun discussion about all of the food booths that are going to be at the Flower and Garden Festival that's going on now. I think it started on, or it starts tomorrow.
I think it starts, yeah,
Yeah.
March.
So by the
I
time you listen to this show, this festival will be started. So yeah, it's one of my family's favorites. We love going to this one. It's such a fun event to see all the topiaries and everything they have through there. It's just a really it's a beautiful sight to like walk through and just look at the flowers and how they have them set up and all that kind of stuff. Um so now we are going to go into our favorite part of the show, and we're going to quack you up even more than you've been quacking up for the last half hour or so, which you didn't think was possible, but we're going to do it. So, Lonnie, why don't you get us going? Start us off on the right foot.
Sure. Kevin and Gene couldn't be here, so this joke is for them in their honor, in their absence. How did Han Solo get around the moon of Endor?
I don't know how.
Ewok did.
Oh, good gosh.
Yeah,
Oh.
Ewok did.
Oh, the Ewok. They're cute little guys. All right, Jody.
So we're talking about flower and garden. So what do you call a flower that runs on electricity?
I don't know what.
I don't know.
A power plant.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
funny. Oh man. Well, we just passed Valentine's Day a couple weeks ago, and we're talking about flowers. So, how do you know flowers are capable of kissing? They have tulips.
Oh.
Ooh, oh boy. Okay. So, well, thank you everybody for listening. We'd really appreciate it if you go over and give us 5-star review, and also share one of your favorite episodes with some of your friends, and come join us over at Disney with the Ducks on Facebook and Instagram, and take part in some fun discussions over there. So, I don't know. We don't have Gene on, so really, we can do whatever we want.
Man, let me tell you something, man. We're gonna be in so much trouble.
Yeah,
we might
there's
get
no
canceled.
attorneys to. Yeah, this is a dangerous episode to release.
Mhm.
But yeah, but Kwaharini, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, I don't know who's editing the show, but good luck.